Welcome back to the Kohl Center here in Madison. 4 gold balls handed out and 1 to go in our Division I state championship. Marquette facing Arrowhead. I'm not sure if we can get as much as a thriller as Arrowhead last night. 4 overtimes in that one, but I'm sure we're in for a good one. And for that, we'll send it down to Nick and John on the sideline for a great one ahead of us.
Thank you so much, Keegan. I heard a player, an Arrowhead player, tell security back behind the tunnel here. We'll try to get it done in regulation tonight.
Well, I needed Pedialyte. I was here for it. I need a little Pedialyte after that game.
The big story coming into this game tonight is health on both sides. If you watched the game last night, you saw Bennett Bassage got hit in the mouth. He has stitches on the outside of his lip. He's good to go. He cleared concussion protocol this morning. No limitations for him. For Marquette, Nolan Minasali has a calf injury. That's what you learned this afternoon. We'll have to monitor that, see if it tightens up. Let's go into our Menards points of the game now. They are brought to you by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all of your home improvement needs. You look at Arrowhead, some big-time production from Gilbert and Bassage.
Again, a power hammering game off their dribble drive, pick and roll. That's what they do best.
That was last night, of course, in the 4 overtime thriller against Neenah. We go to Marquette. And balanced scoring, Minasali, of course, leading the way.
They just glide up and down the court fast and smooth. They all contribute. Team shoots over 43% from the field from 3.
These teams met earlier in the season, February 3rd. It came down to the last seconds. We'll talk about that as we continue. Time now for a break. We'll talk basketball and tip off the game next. A message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station.
Another great move from the team. Oh, the jam! Good play. Brett Johnson back in for 2.
Chance to make some history for your school in WIAA basketball. What's that mean?
I mean, football did it first. If we could bring this one home tomorrow night, it'd be a great accomplishment for the school.
Adams, 3 Adams has it for 3.
Another second. This is the moment. You gotta take it. Come on.
Marquette Hilltoppers are on their way to the Division I championship game.
She's so good coming from the top on down.
Trey Ratchet taking this game over for Arrowhead.
There is no fear in that young man.
Down that much at halftime, you better come out and play defense. And we came out and played defense hard, led to us getting back in the game, and then we had guys just come through in the clutch. This is a great overall effort, but it started with the defense in the second half.
Just stay confident in yourself. Coaches have confidence in me. I know I can get it done.
Arrowhead, it took them 4 overtimes, head to the Division I championship.
Here are the starting lineups for tonight's Division I state championship game between the Marquette Hilltoppers of the Greater Metro Conference and the Arrowhead Warhawks of the Classic 8 Conference. First for Marquette, tonight's starting lineup at guard, a 6'3" junior, number 10, Jeremiah Johnson. At guard, a 6'2" senior, number 20, T.J. Adams. At guard, a 6'5" senior, number 23, Nolan Minasali. At guard, a 6'3" senior, number 24, Ryan Meehan. And at guard, a 6'3" senior, number 30, Kay Conan. Marquette is coached by Casey Kovalevsky. And now tonight's starting lineup for the Arrowhead Warhawks. At forward, a 6'5" senior, number 4, Chase Gilbert. At guard, a 6'2" senior, number 12, Sam Leone. At guard, a 6'4" senior, number 14, Bennett Bassett. At guard, a 6-foot senior, number 32, Jay Hazy. And at forward, a 6'7" junior, number 34, A.J. Ormond. Arrowhead is coached by Craig Hazy. Tonight's officials are Bobby Reinhardt from Madison, Jimmy Zawacki from Strum, and Kevin Johnson from Iowa.
Starting lineups tonight brought to you by Construction Business Group and Destinations Career Academy, preparing students for a rewarding career as a Wisconsin operating engineer.
Gotta be excited, Nick. Bright lights, big stage, big game.
Our final game of the tournament underway. So glad you can be with us. Trying to cap an exciting week of basketball.
Little X series to the top with a back screen to the pin down to the top.
And it's going to be a three from Bassett right away.
Don't blink. They're coming at you.
Marquette. Lots of WISA success. 15 state titles tonight. The Hilltoppers go for their first WIAA title.
You mentioned they had a great football season as well just this last year. Oh, pretty play off the back pick lob.
Jace Gilbert had the rebound. He had a huge second half last night. Part of the reason that Arrowhead outlasted Nina in 4 overtimes.
A lot of middle drives. Dribble drive is predicated getting to the paint, to the middle.
A.J. Ormond with the first points tonight.
Hit some big threes, big baskets last night.
Thrilling back and forth game. Arrowhead was down by 12 at halftime. Marquette beat Kettle Moraine. Jeremiah Johnson creating some space. Still fighting. He's got it back.
They don't get in transition. 5-out dribble drive. Really spread the court nice.
Another reload here for Marquette. Minasani.
Got a series of moves around the body. Very crafty. Right and left.
And we're watching his leg. And we're watching all of Arrowhead's legs after playing such a long game last night.
That guy lived down there, Gilbert. Last night he lived in that right-hand block.
He said that he couldn't be stopped, and truly he couldn't be stopped in the second half.
When you got 34 points a game, you're not being stopped. But again, did a nice job in the second half, especially listening to their coach of touching the paint and going through him in the second half.
Check out his numbers last night against Nina. Efficient. Free throw shooting, not his biggest strength. He's about 60% from the line for the season.
Again, see how much Marquette's transition game can wear down on a team that played in 4 overtimes last night. These guys glide like a Mercedes. They get down in their 5-out. A lot of read and react type work. Dribble at, backdoor cuts. A lot of slip screens or brush screens.
Tony from the corner.
And one of the many guys that can shoot a 3, shooting over 40% as a team.
They took almost 700 this season.
Whole different game now, isn't it, Nick?
If you're not hitting 3-pointers, you don't belong in this building this week.
Hey, Liani doing his thing. He plays a little bully ball down the paint. Likes that little turnaround.
Even at 5, just over 2 minutes in. There's another corner 3, in and out.
Nice transition into a stagger to the corner. Again, like this post up, but then if they can't get anything, ball screens and high lows occasionally. But again, the dribble drive of trying to drive the middle.
Gilbert has it now, going to work, no call, gets it back, and now a whistle.
Again, what he does so well is even after he misses, he sees where the ball's coming off the rim. He doesn't take his concentration off whether he makes it or misses it. He did that a number of times last night. Little screen for the screener, possibly for Leone to the corner. Covered up well. Nice raid.
Nice hands from Minasali for the steal. Count it.
Just that little stutter move at the end, got the defense to shift. Got the advantage. Again, little hesitation, little stutter. Just enough to get the defense not set up.
Leone was back in time, just didn't get the position.
You didn't get back to home base. You set up and take one. Try to ride with it.
3-point play won't go.
Again, they play the power game. Arrowhead really like to get down lane, whether it's the post or the dribble drive.
Physical game early. Minnesali, the denial.
This is Marquette's game. Let's play. Let's get downhill.
Johnson unable to find Minnesali, but will stay at this end. When we come back from a timeout, a lot of action early. A message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. Welcome back to the Kohl Center. Just getting started with our Division I championship game. This is the second meeting of the season between these teams. The first one was February 3rd, and it came down to the last seconds. Ormond stole an inbounds pass from TJ Adams, laid it in to beat the buzzer. Both teams were stunned.
Oh, just one of those things you see on social media and say, hey, has it been doctored up? It was just an unbelievable set of plays, just a set of play with 2.3 seconds left.
Another look at the swat from Gilbert. He can do it all.
He anchors down. He likes to give a lot of help. Marquette's going to try to exploit that with a little read and react on the bottom. Rotate the bottom man over to give it up, maybe dump it off.
And we have a tie-up. Possession arrow favoring this end of the court.
Marquette loves to spread the court 5 out as wide as can. You had an NBA line, you'd be that wide. A lot of great cuts, spacing. Cuts that knife off, and then the dribbler dribbles right off the backside of the cutter. Little ghost screen there at the top.
Outside shooting.
Again, none of them are fearful of shooting the three, and they shoot it well. Arrowhead likes to package a high-low or a ball screen set before they go into their dribble drive.
Gilbert wanted an and one, but they're going to let him play tonight.
Again, that's something he was so effective in the second half by just taking care of it down below the block. Good looking shot, just didn't fall.
And now Arrowhead racing back the other way.
Passage very good, going to his left.
Tough finish, won't go.
Good wall up.
Marquette.
But again, here they come, no breath. Nice fill on the trail.
And Sally between two defenders. He traveled first.
But it just shows the young man's got an arsenal of finishes.
Take another look at it.
Great fill, though, before even the pass got there. What a feel, but you'll see that all night long in the sense of how he's so crafty around the rim. Stagger ball, they'll bring Gilbert back to the bucket.
A whistle on Conan.
Marquette buttons on number 30, Kate Conan.
Again, Arrowhead likes to push, likes early shots, but they're very good at their power game, especially in their package plan with the ball screens.
Trey Resch, number 3, into the game, bottom of your screen for Arrowhead.
Good shot for Leone. That's his type of shot he likes. Pull-up jumper.
And Sally spinning off the glass, too strong.
Very active on the boards. Gilbert, clean it up. Let's go the other way.
And a turnover at this end.
Again, both coaches got to be happy with the start because both are playing to their strengths. Again, 5 out, follow your pass. It looks like basic 6th grade offense, but the way they read and react, the way they slip and crush. And you got to go out and guard them, Nick, because they all can shoot them. Again, nice using his body, separate ball from defender. Good call by the referee. And how he shifted his body in front. Might have got the ball, but he got body too.
Gilbert is going to be a defensive lineman for Iowa State's football team.
Last night he was so good, it looked like he could play tight end the way he could catch that ball. Got great feet as well.
He can get up. Adams at the line.
Again, they want to get Gilbert caught and giving a lot of help, which he tends to do. And he tends to, at times, get off his feet too much, leaves too early. Got to watch that as we go down the line if he doesn't get in foul trouble.
Thad Hoffman, a senior, checking into the game for Marquette. Big senior class for this Hilltoppers team.
Little up screen for Gilbert, then drive it high-low.
Gilbert denied. It's a block party at the Kohl Center tonight.
Minnesota does it on both ends. But again, right into the flow of their offense. No hesitation.
And now Minnesota connects from the corner.
And he does it on one rim, catches the 3 ball on the other rim.
Toppers by 5. Remember, Arrowhead trailed by 12 at halftime last night. Came back.
Again, they're going to switch all ball screens. They switch all screens in general, Marquette does.
Defense turning into offense.
Again, constant more, get it from one end. Let's play. Let's not stop. Let's keep going. Find it on it. They just seamless right into their offense from a defensive stop.
Bassett wasn't guarding him close, but just that move was just enough.
Usually try to drive and dribble and go back cut on that backdoor cut. We saw Bassett even with the dunk on that last night.
Bassett going left again. Gilbert, an offensive rebound and an offensive foul.
Again, just lost his balance. He actually had gotten a good rebound, but kind of lost his balance and not necessarily lowered the shoulder, just lost his balance into the defender, which caused the charge.
He's going to take a seat on the bench with 2 fouls.
That's a tough one because we got the gentleman, he is playing extremely well. To lose him, you see how they react.
As you documented, 34 points, 14 rebounds last night.
Then dribble at, little fade screen. You're not going to have a shot clock with Milwaukee Marquette. You're not going to need it. Little high drag screen. Nice little switch.
Bassett had it poked away. Now Minnesota racing ahead and slamming it home.
Then they read and react off the turnover or the long rebound so well. That's part of their DNA.
Coach Hazy calls a 30-second timeout. And we're going to rewind here for a moment.
Did a nice job on helping on the spin back. They know he likes to spin back to his left. And finish, big man. But again, we've seen what this young man does on both ends of the court.
Averages about 22 points per game.
That calf injury looks pretty good right now. Looks okay.
We got enough water in the building tonight.
Yeah, back in the day, it was cream or G-Sick. What was it for you? You're a little younger than I am.
Big bottles of Gatorade.
All right, we had to put the heat rub on that, you know.
So Arrowhead has 4 turnovers. It's led to 6 points for Marquette. That's been a big storyline here early.
Didn't come out with a set. Usually it's but now without Gilbert, it might be a stagger screen. They're trying to get that back cut, but Marquette took it away. They were dribbling to the corner, took it away and cut it.
Bassett drawing contact and a whistle.
Nice little jab, hesitation. But he went to his left, but then he switched to the right and cut off the defender, which caused the foul. Sealed him off, veered him off.
Bassett, Classic 8 Conference Player of the Year. Leads this team in scoring and assists. Been a 4-year varsity player. And he's going to take a full ride to UW Green Bay.
Boy, they had a really good season. Coach Sundance, he did a heck of a job with that group.
All 4 D1 programs have had nice closes to the season here. Wisconsin beating Purdue in overtime. We had a lot of people in this building cheering when that happened.
I bet. Don't see that easy of drive. Arrowhead doesn't give up that open gap that much, but took an advantage by Marquette.
Adams, another great two-way player.
Getting a little spread 2-man action. Tried to dribble at, but the defender's keeping him above him, and then they switch on all screens or handoffs.
Resch from the corner.
Never afraid last night. Never afraid tonight.
One of 2 really impactful freshmen on this team. Blake Bassett played some big moments last night, some big free throws.
You could just see it in his eyes last night. He wanted to be in here. He wanted the ball. He wanted to help his team.
Conan.
Nice cover up.
In and out.
Good defense, force him in a hard step back. Running more 5-out true dribble drive.
How about this? 2 threes. What a response with Gilbert on the bench.
Top notch. When it comes to Ormond, he had big shots. On a big stage, he's doing it again tonight.
Back to a 2-point game. Minnesali stops and pops.
One of the 5-6 guys that doesn't really shoot a high percentage for three, but anything from 17 feet in, holy cow, it's hard to stop. Again, true dribble drive, knife cut, then come off the dribbler into another drive. Nice find.
How about rush again?
Good execution, just couldn't see it fall. Here, again, transition. Again, all 5 guys getting down, not 2 or 3. They get the whole team down and really push pressure on the defense.
Cochran, number 22, away with that board. He's just into the game. Basic.
That's that power game. We talk about like Marquette being a slick Mercedes. Arrowhead's like a rumbling Jeep.
Take a look.
Yep, good call. Didn't quite get there, but the big thing is he took it strong. Almost made the official make the call.
Basic. Just 3 points so far, but he's going to fill it up tonight.
Started out slow and then really came on in the second half last night.
We're tightening up here. A message from your local station now. This is your WIAA network station. Welcome back to Madison. Great crowd for this clash at the Kohl Center.
Great student crowd on both ends. Love it.
And as we expected, a tight game.
Little high flash ball screen, spread the floor, 2-man game. Oh, beautiful finish. Eyes on the rim off 2 feet as well.
We haven't even introduced Tommy Novotny tonight yet, but the sophomore gets the bucket and the bruise.
Did a great job, little jab step, going hard left to the rim. But the big thing that he kept his eyes on the rim.
He had 4 points last night against Kettle Moraine.
In the transitional flow, they go right in, but without Gilbert, you're seeing a little bit different type of offense. Not necessarily dribble drive. They do the dribble drive, but not as many ball screens.
Leone, number 12, did not have a field goal last night. Hit a ton of free throws. He had 12. Said it wasn't his best game, but expecting to have a little bit more success from the field tonight.
Again, coming downhill, that's his MO. Oh, just pretty. Step on a dime. Rise up.
Minnesali with 13 points already in this first half.
Very quiet, but very lethal.
Resch goes to work against Johnson.
Great ball defense. Again, 5 out for Arrowhead. No ball screens, no post. Short corner, dunker spot.
Here's Leone with a shot.
Did a nice job, does it well. Has a great fundamental move of using shot fakes and ball fakes. But again, Arrowhead has gone to now a true 4-out, 1-in with a dunker. And the dunker spot's like between the corner and the block. It's called the short corner in the old stage of game, but now it's called the dunker spot. I didn't have to worry about there because I could never touch the net, Nick. So I just called the short corner. But that's a good adjustment. It creates space for their guards to drive even more because you have nobody in the block.
Leone was clutch last night. 12 of 14 from the free throw line. He makes 2 here.
He steers the ship, just a tough-nosed kid.
And here comes Minnesali. He's been red hot to start tonight.
Getting 5-out dribble drive, read and react cuts. That means you're driving right off the original dribbler. Kind of using it like a vacuum to create that space. It creates seamless flow. Nice recut, nice skip back.
And you can't leave these guys open for 3. I know the shots aren't falling at the moment, but Marquette is going to let it fly from behind the arc tonight.
The one thing Arrowhead has done is taken, other than when they've had a live ball turnover, which has hurt them. I think it's 6-0 right now. They have not gotten into their transition game like they might like to as much.
The 2024 WIAA Basketball Championships are brought to you by Rural Mutual Insurance Company. Premiums paid here, stay here to keep Wisconsin strong. A proud sponsor of the WIAA Rural Mutual Sportsmanship Award for over 50 years. In and out for Ormond.
Minnesota always creating the flow.
Another three-pointer, too strong from TJ.
Again, he can hit the logo three. Hasn't found the rim quite like he'd like to, but they're going to keep shooting. That's what they've done well and done extremely well all year long. Little elevator screen to the corner, little fade on the weak side, coming up to the top.
Another second chance opportunity for Marquette.
Good cover up, took away the back cut.
That's Resch, number 3.
That's something they got hurt by in the first game they played. Oh, just that snap of the net.
It's been all Minnesota here in the first half for Marquette.
I tell you, I want his chiropractor. I want his trainer. Get that calf, loosened up. Super job.
Resch gathers. Johnson.
Got to hustle back because they'll be coming at you.
Look at how fast Johnson glides up the floor.
Again, it's not just 2 or 3. It's all 5. Really coming down hard. Smooth, though. Right in the perfect spacing.
And Johnson from the corner. There's a 3.
Blown. And again, caught it, shot it. No hesitation. Right in flow. Again, like Bassage coming down hard left, spin back. But again, covering up well, waiting for that spin back as well. Marquette doing a nice job of keeping him out of the paint.
Remember, no Gilbert in the game right now. He checked out with 2 fouls about 6 minutes in.
Nice little hesitation.
And it's going to be Cochran going to the line.
Got in late in the game, and again, we're in that 4 overtime marathon. Nice little read, little ball fake, got to the rim, powered it up.
31% from the line. Has an incredible feel for the game, gets the offensive boards, finds his teammates. Coach says the game just comes naturally to him.
Again, different style now that Arrowhead has to play.
Marquette taking a lot of threes. They've hit 4 in the first half. A message now from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. Welcome back to the Kohl Center. Marquette leading Arrowhead 28-20. Arrowhead had an incredible night shooting last night, despite the 4 overtime game. Let's take a look at the numbers here. 72% last night, setting a record.
Again, a little different though now. You don't have the big aircraft carrier down there. Getting those high percentage shots.
That 3 won't go. Gilbert is back in the game.
I thought Coach Ozzie put it in. He doesn't want to get that big a stretch between these two teams. That gap can't be too big. Double digits you want to keep away from going into half.
Arrowhead did rally from double digits down last night against Nina, but Marquette a different story.
Trusts his big man to be smart on the offense and defense.
Long 3 from Bassage, but hey, there's Gilbert back in the game, getting another rebound.
Good call by the referee. The foul was after the ball was garnered by Gilbert. Then there was that little extra box out.
That's going to be 2 on Novotny.
Both teams hustling hard, being aggressive. That one, Gilbert had secured and was coming down and got that little extra push.
Has great hands. Coach says he catches everything.
Lane violation.
That's, I believe, Peter McDevitt that got called, number 12.
Again, you're going to go back to seeing that high ball screen action or just work him in that mid to low post. Might see another lane violation.
And so the gap remains 8. Marquette on a 10-3 run.
No fear.
Make it 13-3.
Johnson feeling it.
Getting his bench fired up.
45% from the three-point stripe. Gotta let it fly.
Leone with the take. He'll go to the line.
Did a nice job getting under the ball and getting fouled. Just catching it in rhythm, smooth, confident, sweet net. Nothing better than hearing that net snap.
He had 6 points last night.
Again, you got a team that, yeah, Minnesota has 20-plus points a game, but then you got 4 other guys in double figures, and then your next guy at 9. It tells you how much they share the ball.
And Minnesota, 130 assists. Adams with 113. A couple other guys close to 60.
Again, Arrowhead wants to keep it in single digits. Ooh, just lightning quick. Oh!
But there's Gilbert.
Erase that big man. New chalkboard, please. Little drag screen, nice pick and roll.
I hope Gilbert's a defensive end at Iowa State. Get those big mitts up and deflect some passes.
We don't have 2 fouls. Just give me the ball, like you said at the end of the game. Like that. I got him over, man.
He just went to work last night in the second half, attacking the rim.
That's where you got to be careful. Dribble that. They're so quick, and they're all good off the bounce. Nice find.
Novotny opened down low.
Same guy that hit the 3 was willing to give up the extra pass. Great communication, good connection. Oh, little hip, little shimmy.
Nice dish from Leone, and there's a 3 for Resch.
And again, that freshman's not a freshman. The lights are not too bright for Resch.
And the other freshman for Arrowhead is Blake Bassett. He's number 2 on the court right now.
And they've done it all year long. The trust factor, they've earned their stripes. Good ball pressure, good help. And Marquette does a lot of shot making jab stuff. Nice find.
McDevitt for 3 this time.
Excellent 3-point shooter. Nothing uncommon for him to see it go down. Nice skip pass though.
Hilltoppers starting to heat up from distance. They're now 6 of 15. That's 40%.
They switch on all ball screens, handoffs, all screens. They're trying to switch real quick. Good call. Marquette's style of switching is to stun the switch, to get out there quick and develop a little havoc in a quick sense. But again, Gilbert's so good at sealing off, but again, he's got a size advantage and he's used it well since he's come back in. Smartly as well.
Second foul on McDevitt.
Like that release, both hands connected, held the foul through till the ball went through the net. Wasn't trying to over-exaggerate anything.
Look at Gilbert's production so far tonight.
Marquette's giving them a lot of punches, Arrowhead, but they're withstanding right now since Gilbert's come back in the game. I think Coach wants to get Gilbert out, though, so he can't get that 3rd foul with under 3 minutes. Nice little hezzy, nice little bounce and weave, bob and weave, but the eyes are always up. Again, little back pick off the 5-out. Come right back to the top. Oh, nice find with the shovel pass.
But nowhere to go with Gilbert down low. Novotny slotted away. Still loose.
Good chest up, good wall up. Oh! Taking a risk. But the reward was there.
And 3 in and out.
Passage coming downhill, especially left. You got Leone in the corner for maybe a drive and a kick. Oh, he found Ormar in the left. Oh, good look. Good transition.
Arrowhead student section wanted to go off here with one of those 3s.
Oh, another good long arm. We've seen Ormont do that before. Just get those long arms up.
This is looking like a UW volleyball match out here. Offensive foul.
Young man has come in and done a nice job, McDevitt.
It's a block party at the Kohl Center tonight. Glad you're here with us. A message now from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. The 2024 WIAA Basketball Championships are brought to you by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all of your home improvement needs. So, similar numbers to your point you were talking about earlier. The points off turnover is really the difference right now.
I think they're both shooting almost the exact same field goal percentage, 3-point and just overall, but points off turnovers, and that was a problem for Arrowhead in the first half last night.
9-0 advantage for
Nice
Marquette right now.
Nice little screen for the screener over the top. Bring the guys back to the top as well off the secondary action.
Pass inside, Johnson. No, that's not Johnson, excuse me. That is Hoffman.
Got his chin on the rim. Good hard finish.
1:45 to go. Don't forget to stick around for the Jones Dairy Farm halftime report coming up at the end of the half.
We saw Bassage answer the call. He took a lot of punches literally last night. Stepped up big there.
McDevitt on the move.
Nice job, Lou.
Battle for the...
Just couldn't finish that one, but nice drive and drop-off pass. But again, they create this flow, get Bassage coming down. Felt it.
Just haven't hit the big three yet. Hit a couple, but not the big one.
Got Gilbert out to protect him from getting that third foul. Nice dribble out, but covered up well in the back cut, but not that back cut.
And McDevitt lowers the shoulder.
Nice recovery. It was actually like almost a counter for a counter. They took away the first back cut, then the second back cut was open, but then Arrowhead did a nice job helping the helper and taking the charge.
So it's going to be McDevitt picking up the third foul. We've been talking about Gilbert.
They were hurt. Arrowhead was hurt the first time around with the back cuts of Marquette. So high-low action, getting Bassage in the middle lane. He's good going over his right shoulder.
Good ball left side again. Off Arrowhead, though.
Did a pretty good job of making it tough to go over his better shoulder, his right shoulder that he likes to do. Well scouted, well executed.
Just a 6-point game.
Arrowhead's got to be glad about that if they can get another stop. But Marquette liable to hold for the last shot. They run their stuff incredibly well. Smooth, great spacing, good reads. And again, it makes it so tough because they all can shoot the perimeter shot, which means you can spread them out.
Minnesali's had the hot hand in the first half, but his teammates have all hit some big shots as well. He'll be eager to give it up, I'm sure, if it comes to it.
His best move is going hard left with a little hesitation.
Ian with the screen.
Again, a little isolation. He might turn it down, but he likes to come down hard left, maybe spin back.
5 seconds to go.
Nice find.
Hoffman from the corner.
Oh! Unselfish, selfless. The best player makes better players better.
An exclamation point to cap this first half for Marquette. They hit 7 threes, and they lead it by 9.
Again, did such a nice job. Trusts his teammate, but again, your best scorer gives it up. That just tells you how their team is orchestrated and coached. Just selfless, and he made it happen.
Marquette coach Cade Kovalevsky standing by with our Carly Murata.
Yeah, thanks, Nick. Coach, what a play to end the first half. What'd you think of that?
I didn't hear you.
What a play to end that first half. What'd you think of it?
We are patient. Nolan does a great job of drawing and kicking, and that's what we look to do. We want to share the ball and make good decisions, and he made a great one there, and Thad knocked it down.
Your message at halftime?
Our message at halftime is keep up the intensity, keep sharing the ball on offense, make good decisions, take good shots, and defensively continue to dial in. We've got to make sure we get in our rotations. We don't let them get over the top of us. We keep them off the board, so we try to limit Jason's touches.
Thank you for your time. Best of luck. Back to you, Nick.
Thanks so much, Carly. Jones Dairy halftime report. On the other side of this break, a message from our statewide sponsors now. This is your WIAA network station. So Arrowhead in a very familiar spot from last night. They were down 12 last night. They're down 9 tonight. The points off turnovers, certainly a story. What else stands out?
I think you're going to hear Coach Heisley say the same thing. We pound it inside. We play power basketball. We take care of the basketball better. That's what got him going right away in the first 5-6 minutes. I think we're going to see a repeat of trying doing that again.
Let's take a look back at our first half highlights, how we got to this point. Arrowhead going inside with Gilbert.
What he does, right? Gathers, chin on the rim.
He had the 2 early fouls had to come out of the game. Marquette, as we mentioned, points off turnovers, and it's Minnesali slamming it home.
11 points off turnovers, 0 from Arrowhead. That's a huge difference.
Bassage took the big hit last night, but he is still playing physical.
That's the power game, transition or off the dribble drive.
We saw 11 three-pointers go down in the first half. That's Johnson.
Smooth, he had a couple big ones.
Resch here.
Little shimmy shake to the super frosh.
And then we've got one coming from Bassage.
Again, he was more involved, but again, you're going to see more probably a power game because we saw a little flurry of what they could do when Gilbert and him are hitting that paint.
And then Thad Hoffman waiting in the corner to end the first half.
Nothing uncommon. He's 51% from the three-point line.
Take a look at some first half numbers. And we've already documented the turnovers and the points off.
But as you look, it's real common. The one thing that's really keeping Arrowhead in the game is free throws. And how free throws? You're getting to the paint, you're hitting the boards. That's what's keeping them in the single-digit deficit, and they're still hanging around.
And leading scorers here, Minnesali, a lot of that early.
Yep, coming down, you saw he's selling selfies, finding Hoffman in the corner.
18 minutes to determine our Division I state champion, the second half. On the other side of this timeout, we're going to step aside and hear from our local partners. This is your WIAA network station. We are ready to start the second half of this Division I championship game. Our Carly Murata just caught up with Arrowhead head coach Craig Haase.
Coach, down 9 as you enter the second half. What's the biggest point of emphasis for your team?
Our biggest point of emphasis, again, is to play better defensively. We just didn't pressure the ball enough. They had 5 different guys make threes, so we have to do a better job of closing out on those shooters, and we have to do a better job of pressuring the basketball.
Coach, thanks for your time. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Nick, back to you.
All right, thanks, Carly. Gilbert, just like you talked about, John, going right to the hole here to start the second half.
Fortunate in not getting that third foul right there. Nice move, but a good block out by Minnesali. Again, they're just endless flow. It's just not cut. It's cut with a reason, with a purpose. A lot of jab steps, shot fakes by the Marquette players.
And it's an open look up top for Conan.
Beautiful look. They'll take that look anytime in their repertoire. Again, power game. Work top on down.
Gilbert goes
right
so back to work.
Nice wall up, though. Excellent wall. It had 2 guys. It might take 2 guys, but they did a good job. Arrowhead getting back and taking away the early transition. Again, 5 out. Dribble drive.
Johnson.
Thing is, everybody else is in movement, even as the dribbler's doing his thing. They're not standing and watching.
Patience here for Marquette.
Again, eyes are up, constant cutting. Again, a purposeful cut. Nice drive, nice little knife series. Dribbled right off the cutter.
Adams.
Oh, beautiful. Textbook. Side, top, side off that. Caught it in rhythm. Nothing but net.
Looked just like a shot he hit last night. Pointed right to the student section.
Again, Coach Haase want more pressure on the ball. He didn't get much there.
Bassage, that left side, it works.
Excellent off 2 feet, little jump stop. Gathered himself, he knew he had the size advantage.
You see the X or Twitter messages on the bottom of the screen. Get involved for our second half here.
Good driving kick.
Good looking 3 from Conan.
Again, held that foul through, watched it go in. Steph Curry-like. But again, it was all set up by the dribble drive. Nice, put it right in his shot pocket.
Bassage, that might have been tipped by Minnesali.
Little quick. Would have liked to saw him touch the paint again like the previous 2 possessions.
Adams keeps it alive. Nice pass.
What they did so well was not just the drive, but the guy reading the dribbler kept rotating. They call that circle movement under the bucket. Excellent.
All the momentum with Marquette.
And Coach Haase talked about we got to play better defense. We got to pressure the ball better, get out on their shooters. But again, Marquette's keep coming at it. Little jab right, little hesitation. Made that defender, made Gilbert come in and give help. And that's what he tends to do. He gives a lot of help.
A message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. We are back to action here at the Kohl Center. Marquette by 15. And the threes are falling. They've hit 9 tonight, John.
They've heated it up. They started a little bit slow, but with Minnesota leading the way early, now everybody's carrying the torch with them as a team.
Only shot 12 of them last night, made 7. And you see they've got 9 tonight.
Shooting almost 50%. That's brilliant. Nice dribble at, nice catch. Oh, really actually pretty good D, but just threaded the needle.
Johnson's done a nice job taking the ball into the paint, distributing.
And they read each other so well. They know that ball is going to be when the defender turns their head.
And now the pressure clearly on Arrowhead.
Again, don't get sped up. Nice little shot fake. Like I said, he's very good at it. Nice job.
And Leone finally gets a field goal to fall.
Again, got the guy up in there, played off 2 feet. The shot fake, he's noted for getting downhill. Plays a little bit aggressive bully ball, but there he's got the guy up and got fouled. See if he can make 3. He's been at the free throw line a lot this weekend.
Nice shot there.
Again, chip away, chip away. Last night we saw Kettle Moraine chip away. You don't have to be in a rush. You're going to get the ball back. The way Marquette plays their basketball, it's not like they're going to hang on to it. No shot clock needed for them.
Adams,
nice
out.
Kick.
Johnson, clear lane. Nice finish.
Again, waited till everybody cleared out that drive, created a vacuum for Johnson to drive hard off the right.
Gilbert's been quiet the last few minutes.
Again, double team, waiting for him to make the first bounce.
Leone had it stripped, but a foul in the process.
Again, his main go-to, drive hard right between the lane lines, little shot fake, little nudge with the left shoulder. But again, Marquette doing a nice job of doubling on the first bounce in the post.
Watch live streaming coverage of the WIAA tournaments, along with stories about the teams, players, scores, and more from across the state. The Magic of March app is sponsored by Delta Dental of Wisconsin and is available free at the App Store. Download now to get in on the action.
As much as Arrowhead wants to score, it starts with defense because you got to hold that momentum, and then they're gonna get enough possessions. It's not like they're not gonna get the ball back. So, like Coach Hosley said, you got to play tough on D. It starts on the ball. Get out on the shooters a little bit with a purpose. That's good cover up. That's the way to stay down. Getting 5 out with a high post ball screen flash.
And Sally goes to work.
Good help.
Bassett.
Oh, one down.
Resch hits the floor. In some pain.
Good skip. Like that action. The ball touched the paint, compressed the defense, contracted them, allowed for the drive.
Good sportsmanship between Resch and Meehan, exchanging a high five after they bumped and Resch went to the floor.
Little elevator screen for Leone going between the 2 bigs to the corner. Little slip. Going over that right shoulder he likes. Those long arms of Minnesota, though, take away a little vision.
Johnson ahead.
Good call. Good call.
Johnson has been such a spark.
Gets out so fast, but all 5 of them get out fast. But he's definitely showed it tonight again. Hands were on the back, gave a chance. That left hand got caught on the back a little bit, gave a chance for the official to blow the whistle.
Jeremiah, the junior in the starting lineup, surrounded by seniors. He's got 10 points tonight. That's just above his average. And as he claps, Marquette has widened the gap again.
Getting high ball screen into a stagger off the baseline or play a 2-man game. Nice drive. Again, you saw that action quite a bit. Drive at the corner, backdoor cut from the corner. Last night for Arrowhead, very effective. Little screen for the screener, possibly for Bassett to the ball side corner. Slip. Rescreen.
Nice speed. Was open in the other corner, but it's going to be Gilbert inside.
Good find, good execution. Now I got to get a stop. Got to get multiple stops, 2 or 3 in a row. Change the mojo.
Haven't been able to do it so far.
Marquette's so precise. Their spacing is fabulous. Even when they dribble, somebody's spacing properly, reading and reacting. They're not standing, watching, ball watching.
Adams on Gilbert here up top.
That's a tough guard. That's a tough guard for Gilbert.
And now they switch with Leone.
Again, all 5 guys can ring it up from 3.
Now it's it was 5 out for a moment.
Again, the big thing is make them play in front of you. But again, seeing the patience, seeing if the defenders on the weak side turn their head for a back cut. Liable set up for a dribble drive.
Long possession here, the extra pass.
And that's the thing. When the big comes over and help, the person near that short corner rotates, circle rotates in. Little drop-off pass, well executed.
Conan has 8 points tonight. As you look at the inside production, the points in the paint, Marquette known for three-point shooting and assisting.
Yeah, the big thing is what the dribbler did a nice job, but it's what the guys are doing away from the ball. Their circle movement, they're not standing. If they're standing, they're still in the passing lane in the sense of being defended. But when they circle, you get into the opening gap, and it makes an easier dish.
Just saw Adams picking up his 4th foul. McDevitt has 3. I'm going to be honest, that snuck up on me. I didn't think he had that much foul trouble, but that's 4.
Coach is confident in all his plays. I mean, you got your 6-man, averaging nearly, 10 points a game and shoots it extremely well.
Gilbert knew that was off from the moment he let it go, but another whistle.
Number 24 for Marquette, Ryan Meehan.
Again, hard to stay composed, but Arrowhead is so well coached. Got to chip away little by little double pick.
And we could have some bonus free throws in our future here for Arrowhead.
That's the type of power game, but again, we've seen Minnesota get a lot of pieces of the ball. He's showing his defense. He's noted for his offense, but being definitely a two-way player tonight again.
Gilbert got his hand in there just long enough to force a tie-up, and it's going to belong to Marquette. An important few minutes ahead here. The lead is 17. If Arrowhead wants to make another big comeback, it's going to have to start pretty quick.
Again, when you got 5 ball handlers out there, 5 guys that are confident with the ball, so hard to force them into bad situations.
Johnson traveled while bracing for Gilbert to come in there.
Again, they had a guy come down and raid, created a little off balance for the dribbler, but again, had 2 feet in the paint, just lost his balance. He didn't get a post touch, get a high percentage shot. They'll get it in a quick way. Play off a Laker cut possibly.
Gilbert, tough take.
Made him go over his right shoulder. He's not as comfortable because he doesn't use his left hand on his right shoulder turn.
And Sally.
Again, they spread the court. They're outside 5, 6, 7 feet outside the three-point line, and they cut so hard. They don't just cut. They cut smart, but they cut hard. Draws a lot of attention by the defense.
Novotny on the move.
Nice cover up there by Basic on the back cut, keeping the cutter in front.
Marquette in no hurry here.
Nope, they got good skills. Nice rotate. There's that circle movement.
Hoffman couldn't convert though.
Beautiful out of the dunker spot. Got to get one, got to chip away, got to make the most of your possessions. Nice kick.
Outside shot won't fall. Gilbert scratching the board. Resch gonna let it fly. Short.
Hustling, got to give help, got to give him effort and 50-50. Just couldn't have it happen.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take one too. A message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. Welcome back to Madison. Marquette enjoying a 17-point lead over Arrowhead. And we're going to take a look at shooting numbers this half. Marquette, 70%. Arrowhead, just 3 of 11.
No excuses, but you might be seeing some of the kind of residue or after effects of what 4 overtimes may do. But you got to give credit to Marquette. They are polished from the get-go.
Arrowhead has led briefly, but it's been mostly Marquette in front tonight.
Again, you got to go chase. The thing is that they do so well as they space and they hard cut. Then you had the triple hammer. They read the screens and cut so well.
Meehan walked.
Gotten a couple turnovers in the last 3 possessions.
As you mentioned,
got to make the most of it.
Starts on the defensive end, right? The 2024 WIAA Basketball Championships are brought to you by Construction Business Group and Destinations Career Academy, preparing students for a rewarding career as a Wisconsin operating engineer.
Little high ball screen trying to slip Gilbert down in the post, but again, just a little off with their timing, a little off with their spacing.
Conan checking back in for Marquette.
Possibly a little screen, throw an elevator screen to the top of the key. Nice big pick. Hard to get it to the mismatch. Oh, good raid. Good recognition of finding the mismatch.
Gilbert adds 2 more. He has 11 tonight.
Does such a nice job changing speeds. Long glides. The big thing is he's not going full bore. People think faster the better, but really ready is better. And what I mean by ready, reading the D, changing pace, creating space.
Leone,
an advantage.
Excuse me, Leone picks up his 4th foul. So Adams with 4, Leone with 4. Still 9.5 minutes to play.
Coach Ozzy's just going to let it roll. Play it as long as he can. Go with the guys that got him here.
Passage, baseline, pass.
Nice cover up on the helper rotation defense. Took away the middle drive.
Leone lets it fly.
This is where they're good at. They just go.
The bounce pass and the finish for Novotny.
Back in the day, that was a Ross Kingsley pass from Janesville Craig, 1979. I might be wrong on the date, but I remember the play.
It had a little spin to it even.
Oh,
that was beautiful.
Little pool, little billiard.
Fouls are the one concern for Marquette, I guess. This is going to be 16 fouls. All right, let's...
Just a beautiful pass recognition. Now I know that in 1981.
81, all right.
Yep. I don't know how I can remember those things, but my wife says you can't remember the grocery list. You remember something like that. It's more important, though.
And Sally does not agree with that whistle. And that's going to be 7 team fouls.
I tell you, that young man has played both sides of the ball extremely well tonight from the get-go, his whole team, but boy, he's impressive.
Arrowhead was so clutch at the free throw line last night. They're going to need to pretty much be perfect down the stretch, I would imagine, to close this gap.
It's a skilled team like Marquette, where they all can score, they all can handle it, and most of all make good decisions. Steep hill to climb, but not impossible. We've seen it plenty over the course of the last couple minutes in basketball.
And no lead is safe, it seems like, at this state tournament. We've seen 7-point leads evaporate in under half a minute.
And we've seen Marquette turn the ball over 3 or 4 times in the last probably 9 possessions, which is kind of errant passes.
5.
Little high ball screen into a high-low possibly.
5 turnovers for Marquette.
And they're doing a nice job switching out hard. Stunning on a switch means basically making it very abrupt.
Extra pass to the corner.
He's had a weekend shooting it, playing good D, making big shots.
Big 3 from Ormont. Novotny up top. Marquette has had an answer for every run.
Yeah, Arrowhead, tough kids. No, always a fight in the dog.
Resch surveys.
And coming, he loves to go off his left. Nice find.
Leone.
Hey, there is a heartbeat. It is still rolling.
Here they come. And a timeout. 30-second timeout from Marquette. Let's take a look at the last few buckets here. Arrowhead bringing some life back into the building.
Just finding his teammates. Nice extra pass with a splash.
And then off the defensive stop.
Again, the best player dishing it, driving it, you doing it. And again, Leone really making the big play. We saw him hit those big free throws last night.
It's an 8-0 run in 70 seconds. We were just talking about how fast leads can shrink.
And the turnovers, the errant passes by Marquette, which they hadn't done until the last minute and 10 or 2 minutes, has really made that allowed to happen, or at least given an opportunity. And Arrowhead's capitalized on it.
So Marquette trying to flip the momentum with that timeout.
Now it's an 8-minute game. You play 2 4-minute games, basically. In practices, you put the 4 minutes up. What can you do in 4 minutes?
And Arrowhead played 4 4-minute periods extra last night in the overtime, so they're used to the 4-minute chunks.
Nice jab step, nice little half rondo. Oh, but again, all set up by Minnesali with that little half rondo shot fake, little drop pass.
And here comes Hoffman to the line.
Again, but all the Marquette players are well schooled. Give credit to the coaches, Coach Kovaleski and his staff, how they use shot fakes and jab steps, play off 2 feet. That takes time. That takes direction. That takes demand.
4 assistants on the bench. Coach Minnesali, Coach Hansen, Coach Carter, Coach Hurley.
Coach Hurley.
Patrick Hurley. Resch. Look at Gilbert inside.
Like it. That's that playing in the paint. They got a little paint touch with the jumper. Compresses the D, contracts the D. Got a little double. See a lot of back cuts now by Marquette. They're very good at not standing and watching the ball or watching the passer. They're constantly cutting rim.
Arrowhead trying to get this lead back under double digits.
Imagine the goal is to get it to about 7 or 8 under 4 minutes.
Novotny slipped and he travels. Timeout on the floor. We're going to take one too. A message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. Welcome back to the Kohl Center. Under 7 minutes to go here in our Division I state championship game. Marquette, so much success in the WISA days, trying to add a gold ball from the WIAA tonight.
In isolation for Bassage, trying to get a little action going one way, but bringing Bassage to the ball side. Big time possession, see if they can get it in single digits. Little brush screen or ghost screen.
They have 6 3-pointers already tonight. Nice. Gilbert has been active inside.
Little bully ball, nice find, and on the ground.
Foul on the floor. Remember, we're in the bonus now.
Love the action, played off 2 weak feet. Went to his DNA left. He loves going left passes, but gave it up to Gilbert.
And that's going to be it for Adams. That is 5 fouls.
That's a big loss. That's a big loss. 11-point score. Excellent 3-point shooter.
Still smiling though as he goes to the bench.
Got a lot of good teammates.
Big free throw from Gilbert.
And he said they were playing 4-minute games, 6:25 left, Nick. I think the goal of Coach Hazy was to get it in the single digit, maybe get it to 7 or 8. If you can, then you're definitely in striking distance.
It stays at 10.
Again, no need to get greedy. The turnovers have come from bad errors, bad decisions by Marquette.
Sally.
That's what I was talking about. Oh. Rise up, big man. Light it up. Big stage. Bright lights. Big plays.
The bench still falling over.
Love that in this trend in this era, how the bench gets involved.
And Sally fixes his shoe. He might take flight again. How about a corner 3?
Oh! Big players play big play, make big plays in big games.
Marquette steals the momentum back. Bassage creates some space.
Answer back. Another big player making a big play. But again, that dunk, Nick, was made by a kind of a greedy play. Tried to back tip it, which allowed the lane to be open.
I have a suspicion that might be our play of the game. Here it comes.
Hey, this looks like one of those NBA dunking contest dunks. Just rise up, all he needs is jump over somebody.
Right in front of his student body, too.
Ooh. You could also say he posterized maybe a guy that might be in the NFL someday.
He might save this clip.
He's had an impressive weekend, impressive game on all facets of the game.
That was the play of the game. Minnesota, 24 points, 8 rebounds in the semifinals.
Then he comes down and makes the great drive and kick.
24 points tonight. He's done it at both ends of the floor. Defense, too.
Early on, he made a lot of tips at the rim. Got a lot of hands on balls that usually probably buckets for Arrowhead.
That is 4 fouls on Gilbert. Leone and Gilbert on the floor with 4 fouls each.
Again, gotta be tough on the ball, but you're not at a point where you gotta expose your teammates of taking a risk. Maybe a run and jump, take a charge.
Count it in the foul, and that's going to be on Gilbert.
Just knows how to have a presence of mind. Chin on the rim.
And it's goodbye for Gilbert. Take another look.
Again, watch his eyes. Always looking. Even when he got it, he's still looking at it. He has a little smile and a little guns a-blazing.
I think he knew who was coming to challenge him at the rim there.
Again, the Gilbert had a heck of a weekend. Little tougher tonight with the foul trouble. Marquette was just so polished right now, but young man had a great tournament weekend.
Gilbert, 14 points tonight, 34 last night. So many in the second half and in overtime to get Arrowhead to this game. Leone has 4 fouls. Deep ball from Bassett.
There's still pulse. He's not going to ball. The Arrowhead kids just aren't built like that. They're going to fight to the end.
If we're playing the 4-minute games here, still 40 seconds on that first period clock.
Again, you're going to get it back. Little push from behind.
That'll go against Resch.
You're not going to see Marquette just pull it out. They're going to attack pressure. They're going to back cut pressure.
1 foul to give for Arrowhead until Marquette starts shooting free throws.
But it's so difficult when you got 5 guys that can handle it, and more importantly, 5 guys that can make pretty darn good decisions. Ball's on a string when you got it in Minnesota's hands. Johnson is such blazing quick, and then you got the teammate.
Rianne, another 3. They're up to 11 3-pointers in the game.
Nice little jump hook. Yeah, I'm just so impressed how everybody just knows where they'll be. They're almost like connected on a string on the offensive scale. When somebody dribbles this, they know where to be. When somebody passes, they know where to be.
And it's Jeremiah Johnson, the lead, all of a sudden is back to 18.
He's felt it all night long, always in rhythm, always ready to knock it down.
Leone, the lob inside. Cochran back outside, extra pass.
Good kick out, one of the few misses he's had all weekend.
Foot on the line, it'll go back the other way. It felt like Arrowhead made its run, and then Marquette answering right back.
Great teams make great plays, but they also answer the bell. But just how they find each other. Sharing the ball like Coach Kovaleski talked about. Man, hey, find the guy that's hot. Feed him. He knows it. Look at the bench. Gotta like it in this day of age of generation, how they get involved on the bench.
You mentioned it earlier, just how many guys can shoot. Take a look at the 3-point shooting this half. 5 threes this half, almost 6.
Like I said, you're going to get it back. They're not going to stop firing. That's their DNA. That's who they are. Attack. They don't have some space court. If they got a 3, they trust all the guys letting it rip.
Marquette student section chiming in here. We're 3 minutes away from letting loose and celebrating a state title. Oh, Conan could have scored, but he puts it back out. Rianne, why not?
I said, not fearful. You're going to get the possession back. But you play to your strength, and that's what Marquette's done tonight and done it so well.
Good release from Resch. It was tipped.
And guys that can get somewhere downhill, left and right.
And a sally through contact, won't drop. Well, we will have free throws.
Played so smoothly, polished. Like Coach Hazy said, couldn't get his defense to really get pressure into him or take him out of rhythm. And Marquette, other than a stretch for about 5 minutes where they were turning it over errantly, they played a polished game.
Minnesali, 28 points now tonight. Well above his average of 22. He's been huge this week. 24 points in the semis. And gets both to drop there. Under 3 minutes to go. All Marquette right now. A message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. Welcome back inside the Kohl Center. Love the Lego swag, the sweatshirt.
I want, where's he go shopping? I want that.
Amazon, probably.
Oh no, he's got it styled. He's going downtown, man. There's no Amazon in that one.
Marquette has been incredible from downtown here in this second half.
Oh, yes.
That goes over the backboard, back to Marquette.
You mentioned it, 46%. It's not taking a few threes, it's taking a bunch of threes, and that multiplies pretty fast.
They've shot so many this season, almost 700. Now Marquette content to just work the clock and close in on this first WIAA state championship in basketball. Remember, they won the football title in the fall. Some of the football players on this roster as Conan converts, and we're going to have massive substitutions here in a moment.
Yeah, and they're so polished in how they space the court first. Hard cut second, and third, the reads and reactions to what the dribbler does.
Cochran converts at the other end, and now we'll see the substitutions. Both these teams leaving it all on the floor tonight. And some happy hugs for Marquette.
Got to give credit to the Arrowhead kids. As well as Marquette was polished, definitely earned it. But what Arrowhead had to do last night just to get here, huge compliment of how they had to play last night and persevere.
McGowan on the drive. And a chance for a few extra names in the scorebook. This is always such a treat to get in at state.
You get to touch the floor, you get a feel. You'll never forget that. Very few people ever get a chance to do something like this. One of those things that say, hey, yeah, I played on the floor.
Arrowhead running through the offense. Ooh, reach-in foul there.
Again, both teams head-to-head early, about just over 5-6 weeks ago. Went down to the buzzer. Just tells you how hard or difficult it is that these guys really play a difficult schedule going into the tournament.
Well, and Marquette, played Arrowhead, Germantown right there, Brookfield East, Homestead. It was a tough stretch.
De Pere. I mean, they played some really difficult teams.
They had the 3 losses early, just 1 loss.
Let's get it go.
Down the stretch here. Pewaukee was the last loss, and Pewaukee obviously here at state this week.
And Arrowhead doing the same, playing numerous teams that are either close to the state tournament level or at state.
A travel on Tristan Marvelli.
Again, nothing to hang your head. That Arrowhead group, what they did last night is legendary. And for the Neenah kids, legendary. Again, Marquette just had a polished game, really pushed it. Other than, like I said, about a 3 or 4 minute stretch, they were about as perfect as possible.
20 seconds remain. And Marquette about to become just the second #3 seed to win a state title after we went to the seeding at state. Prescott got it done in 2018.
Coach Kovaleski said how special he could sense this group of seniors had something in them that could maybe create this situation.
Make some space in that trophy case. Marquette has its first WIAA boys basketball state championship. What a year for the Hilltoppers. They win the football championship. Now they win the boys basketball championship. We'll hand out the hardware when we come back. A message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. That gold ball belongs to Marquette University. 84-62 over Arrowhead tonight in our D1 championship game. To hand out hardware, we turn it over to the man who's worked every game this week, Jim Strick.
The WIAA Board of Control invites you to participate in the award ceremony for these two fine teams that have just completed their tournament competition. Making the presentation to the Division I teams tonight will be Board of Control members Corey Hinkle from Luck, Dan Retzky from Green Bay Preble, Dennis Spur from Fall River, Carl Morin from Northwestern, and Jill Stober from Waterford, along with WIAA Executive Director Stephanie Hauser, and assisted by WIAA Assistant Director Kate Peterson-Abiad. Will the players from Arrowhead please come forward as your name is called to receive your individual medals? Blake Bassage, Trey Resch, Jace Gilbert, John Kubsch, Tristan Marbelli, Sam Leone, Bennett Bassage, Andy Cochran, CJ Zahner, Mason Waterfield, Jay Haase, AJ Orban, and will Coach Craig Haase from Arrowhead please come forward to receive the team trophy. And will the players from Marquette please come forward as your name is called to receive your individual medals? Joe Cantor, Tommy Novotny, Jeremiah Johnson, Peter McDevitt, Andrew Allen, Carmelo McGowan, TJ Adams, Thad Hoffman, Nolan Minnesali, Ryan Meehan, Josh Knacker, Cade Conan, Connor Brennan, Michael Broker, Mitch Nigro, and will Coach Casey Kovaleski from Marquette please come forward to receive the team trophy.
all the success in the WISA days. This is a historic moment, a new chapter in the legacy of Marquette University hoops.
Tell you, they were polished from the get-go, Nick. Never left off the pedal there in a couple minutes, and they really showed through what their DNA is and how they played all year.
Felt like Marquette was able to establish its rhythm and its pace of play early, and obviously foul troubles kind of factored in for Arrowhead, but this felt like it was Marquette's style of game most of the night.
And Coach wanted it that way because they could put a little more pressure, wear on Arrowhead from the night before as well. They know they went through a lot, and so you use what you can use, and they did. They pushed the pedal to the metal, and when you have 83, 46, 52 in free throw and three-point and field goal percentage overall, numbers don't lie. At least in Monte Carlo, they don't lie either.
I know you know that very well, just coming back from there. The three-point shooting, how important was that, not just tonight, but all season for Marquette?
That's who they are. Coach Kovalevsky recognized these guys can shoot the ball. I mean, not every team can do it. We all want to do it in this day of age. The bottom line, though, is you got to have guys that can do it, and then most of all, you got to have guys that can share it. And they do both. 1 + 1 = 2 with these guys, and it happens to end up being a lot of three-pointers as well.
Minnesali doing it at both ends. Everybody on this team hitting big shots when it mattered, right? Just whenever Arrowhead made a run, and they did make a run in the second half, got it down to 10, but Marquette had an answer every time.
Again, different guys, and that's what a team is needed. Different guys step up in different parts of the game, but again, they still had that star, that straw that stirs the shake, and Minnesali put a game on both ends of the floor.
He'll be going to St. Thomas, school's all-time leading scorer, two-time conference player of the year. He was big, and this is pretty special right now. Just checking out all the players, hugging their fans, their families, embracing this moment. This has been such a historic, special season.
A lot of legacies, a lot of family traditions, people coming back, seeing their alma mater. It's very special. Huge crowd by Marquette today.
All right, our Carly Murata standing by with the victorious Hilltoppers.
Thanks so much, Nick. Jeremiah, let's start with you. Your team shot 46% from three-point range. It's something you guys have been doing all season. Describe to me what it's like playing on a team that is just this connected.
I love playing with these group of guys. We've been playing together for the past 2 years. And I just feel like last year we came up short against a peer, but this year we were really locked in, and we put the pieces together. And when you have a team, bunch of shooters, at any given night you can go off. So like last night, TJ, it was his number. This night it was to me. So that's what the problem is with us. You can't stop us for real.
Nolan, you did a lot. That poster dunk, though, had everyone in the Kohl Center nearly falling off their seats. How much fun were you having out there tonight?
Man, I love these boys. I came out with them. They're my brothers, and we knew coming out here was going to be hard, but we weren't going out there without the gold ball. So we were just having fun, and we knew what opportunity we had. So
congratulations to both of you guys. Coach, you played a tough schedule this season. You finish out on top. What are you most proud of this team?
I'm just proud of this guy, the way they've improved every day, the battle, the heart in them, and they, the teammates that they are for one another. The big thing we said coming out here is, no matter what, this is the last game of the year, leave it all out there, but you're playing for one another, we're playing with one another, but that for one another part, and they really bought into that tonight, and I'm just so proud of them.
Congratulations on the program's first state championship. Nick, back to you.
All right, thank you, Carly. What a week of basketball. We had buzzer beaters, we had 4 overtimes. Pretty special week.
Let's do it again. Come on, wind it up. But again, it started with the girls' weekend and had 5 great championships and just carried over tonight. And it's so super. You can see the mojo coming back to basketball since the pandemic ended.
Let's take a look back at how the second half unfolded here. We talked about three-pointers. They were falling for Marquette. This is Adams.
Little smooth side, top side, sharing the ball.
Bassett for Arrowhead, again, especially after Gilbert got in foul trouble.
That's his DNA, driving hard left, playing off 2 feet in the paint.
Ormond had the big play in the first meeting on February 3rd. He connects there.
Again, a little skip, a little extra pass.
And then Carly just referenced it, dropping the hammer.
Like I said, you might see a few places in Marquette High School having that.
That was impressive, too, the and one that knocked Gilbert out of the game.
But again, you saw so many guys drive it, kick it, share it. cut off it and then get the great-looking shot to happen and then let it hit the net.
An unforgettable year in sports for Marquette. They win the football title. They win the boys basketball title. Final numbers here.
Again, as much as they shoot outside shots, look at the inside points, too. So we can't forget how well they do hit the paint as well.
And we'll take a look at our leading scorers here from this one. Minnesali above his average both games this week.
Again, then look at Arrowhead, very balanced. But again, Marquette was just polished tonight. Simple as that. They were polished on both ends, especially initially.
It has been our pleasure all week long, all March long, to bring you all of these championship events. We have had a blast. Hopefully you have too at home or on your laptop or on your phone. You can get us anywhere now.
It's bright lights, but I tell you, it's all about the kids, and they had a lot of fun. You saw it with the crowds tonight and all weekend long.
A big shout out to our crew, the best in the business, bringing you all of these shots, all of these stats, the trivia questions. We have had such a blast this week. For Carly Murata and John Nedelkoff, I'm Nick Tabbert saying so long until next year when we do it all over again, the magic of March. Good night from Madison.